Well, you've read the title. Yes, I am reviewing every single Kanye West song ever. 249. Bomb Vultures 2. I mean, you don't get your 11-year-olds and your 6-year-olds to record a song on your album. The fact that people actually like You Know Miles' verse is mind-blowing to me. 248. My Soul. It's the combination of the AI slop, the fact that this song has no idea where it's going. 247. Drunk and Hot Girls. I mean, it has to be a joke, right? 246. XTCY. The beat is just the thing of nightmares. 245. It's terrible, it's boring, it's like passable beats, but every single word just makes it worse and worse. I hate it. 244. Sky City. It was so good when it was unreleased. Why the AI verse? Does Biggie have a pen? 243. Lift Yourself. I'm not too angry about this one. It is a joke. It would have been a forgettable song had Drake actually rapped on it, because Drake is, say it with me, overrated. 242. Paperwork. I've heard quite a lot of good comments about this one. No, Brazilian funk is okay, I guess. I mean, basically it's for brain-rotted little children. He was a brain-rotted child during the Vultures 1 rollout. 241. Fry. We need to remake Carnival. Okay. Ooh. And talking of which, I didn't even realize it was so close, but Carnival. Makes sense though. They are very, very similar songs, with Carnival being a little bit more intricate. 239. City of Shy. I love Don Toliver like he's my secret lover. I kind of see the vision, and I kind of like the space and the atmosphere that this song brings, but no. 238. King on Vultures 1. Why did I do that like Boris Johnson? Maybe he's a king vulture. Oh. 237. Freestyle 4. It's awful. It sounds like a half-finished horror video game with some slightly disgruntled I don't know, it's just not good. 236. You really need as a husband. I really shouldn't like this, but it's so stupid, it's almost good. 235. Lifestyle. And this is another one where I'm so angry, because the original version is so good. I was listening to the original unreleased version all the time, because it's so good. And it's like, she said she ready to go. I'm ready. Oh, so good, but this version is terrible. Why is there a duck quacking? 234. Susie. With all the Don the 2 beats, I actually really like them, but the vocal delivery just gives nothing. 233. Last Breath. I appreciate him for trying to sing in Spanish, pero su acento era tan mal que me daban ganas de llorar. I kind of appreciate that Peso Pluma did give a really good vocal delivery. Like, he tried his best. 232 is Preacher Man. And bro, people were glazing this one from the start. The very first video, you know, that one where he making the beat. One of his most straightforward, boring samples I've ever heard. 231. Louis Bags. You know, and it's a great lyrical motif on a real note, saying, I stopped buying Louis bags after Virgil passed, as he would say it. For the rest, it's a very weak Jack Harlow verse, and you know I actually love Jack Harlow. 230. I love it. I don't love it. The best thing about this song is definitely the music videos. That was disturbing. And now you're going to be on YouTube, because I'm going to put you in the edit.
Yes, just put me on the edit. It's going to make your numbers go up.
229. Burn Everything. It reminds me a lot of unreleased song by Kanye, Melrose. By the way, if you want me to react to all the unreleased songs, then 100 likes and I'll do it. 228. Forever Rolling. Me when I eat too much and then push down a mountain. I actually really like the beat though. I kind of quite like the singing. I think this is the first song where I'm like, it's okay, it's a decent song. 227. Facts. Charlie Heat version. Who is Charlie Heat? I'm sorry, Charlie Heat. You do look particularly stupid. I don't really like it. I hate how it changes in the second half. Honestly, this is probably a worse song than a bunch of my last placements, but I've got to give it points for Yeezy just jumped over Jumpman. Ooh. 226. The Joy. This could be a really nice Watch the Throne era song if it wasn't for that sample. Those moans are so loud and they're reverb. In fact, I'm going to finish my review of this one, The Joy Style. It's a good beat, and it's great Kanye delivery as is expected with that time. There are so many different aspects of the song where it's like, why would you ruin it like this? 225, maintenance. I mean, it's short, it's uninteresting. 224, sci-fi. Yeah, like it's another case of great Donda 2 beat and just not great vocal delivery. 223, 530. And if we've ever heard of a song with potential, and we've heard of a lot of songs with potential here, this is another one. But that's not the only 530. There is also 530 from Vultures 2. But as for the famous 222, Lord Lift Me Up, actually quite a nice song, but there's not much to it. 221, Only One. And yes, there is only one as overrated. We got this kind of very organic, very almost emotional song that has, you know, certain gospel elements, but then he cranks up the auto-tune. Auto-tune isn't necessarily a bad thing, but here it's like, what? Paul McCartney fans, it's a bad day for you because 4-5 seconds is it's next. And I'll tell you what, right now, right here, Rihanna is one of the most overrated singers of all time. Everyone just unsubscribing. Well, actually, no one was subscribed in the first place. My mum, who made a quick feature before, wanted to listen to this song for some reason, and I was like, great, she's gonna finally listen to some Kanye, and I was putting it on, and I was like, this is not indicative of Ye. 219, Impossible. And yes, it was made for Mission Impossible. And look, who can blame him? Soundtrack songs usually kind of always suck, unless you're Pharrell Williams, in which case you were born to make soundtrack songs. 218, Jesse. It's quite a fun beat. I hit myself. 217, Paid. And again, another potential lost. You know this song was over the red light. Why was that a really good impression? 216, Water. This is an album without a lot of substance, and this is the song with the least of it. 215, Pinocchio Story. This is going to be a very controversial take, but it is not a song. It is a man on a stage mumbling some vague attempts at lyricism. 214, Everything We Need. Not a lot of substance, quite a boring beat. 213, We Did It. Another really nice Donda 2 beat with just uninspired, quite boring vocal delivery. 212 is Don't Like. Really cringy lyrics that have aged terribly. A lot of the production on this album has actually aged terribly, but at least he's got passion, at least there's some kind of intricacies in the production. 211, Mama's Favorite. Look, it's a lovely sentimental song about his mom. Not great vocal delivery, not great mixing. 210, On God. Really nice beat, fun, but it's not Kanye level. I feel like anyone with a couple of years of music production could quite easily make that beat. 209, Wolves. I'm a professional upstairs neighbor, like it really is unbelievable. Starts nice, it's one of those songs where it's like the first 10 seconds make you think, why haven't I listened to this one more? And by the time you actually listen to it, you're like, yeah, that's why. 208, God Is. This is so a shame, I love the beat, I love how like passionate it is, and in terms of lyricism, he's nailed it. But the vocal from Kanye is so grating. He sounds like he's got a cold and a flu and pneumonia at the same time. It pains me. 207, Gemini Season. And I tell you what, I love this vibe. Great sample, great beat, awful lyrics. 206, Lord, I Need You. This is by no means a bad song. It just doesn't really go anywhere. It's kind of very filler, as is most of Donda. I'm never realistically gonna listen to it. That died. 205, Breathe In, Breathe Out. As far as I'm concerned, that's an average Trump voter beat. Oh, this is a good damn song. Communist song. This is a Kanye West. Shit. 204, Field Trip. This ain't cheddar, it's quiche. It's an okay song. I really understand the vision, and it is quite fun. Definitely one of the better ones on Vultures 2. Happy. And it's another case of Donda 2. Amazing beat, but the vocal delivery just brings it down. 202, Keys to My Life. I do actually really like the beat on this one. It's just, again, it's like the Vultures era Kanye lyricism. I love India Love's contribution. 201, Get Lost. Love the vocal production on this song. Now you're going, bruh. No. The vocals are used like almost like a keyboard on a piano. It's amazing. There's no instruments involved, and that's not the point of the song. 200, Mr. Miyagi. And I love this beat. It's so good. I love the hook. It's just not very like inspired or different in any way. We're finally into the 100s. My lights are on their last legs. Yeah, 199, okay. I didn't like this one as much, and it used to be my least favorite on the album, but it's grown on me. And we're back. White Lines. The original, almost incomplete version of this one was so much more dark and interesting. 197. Hood Rats. I do like it though, it's a guilty pleasure. But it's also terrible lyrics and the vocal sample gets annoying very fast. 196, I Can't Wait. Not the one with Lauryn Hill. Look, it's a good song and Kanye's kinda rapping his ass off, but it also leaves a lot to be desired. 195. 530 on Vultures 2. I realize that last verse is AI, but I don't care, it's so good. Why does he have to do this, bro? 194. Up From the Ashes. It's a shame because it's actually a really nice beat, but again, it lacks that kind of substance or any real meaning. 193. Prime Time. Yeah, the jury's out on this beat. Honestly, I'm not sure I love it. It's a very Watch the Throne era song. 192. Jonah. I really liked this when it came out. Since then, though, I kind of see it as a bit repetitive. 191. Forever. It's not overwrought or overdone, it's just a shame about the AI vocals and bad lyrics. 190 is Circles. Now that it's been remade, it's a lot better than it was. 189, Closed on Sunday. Closed on Sunday, You My Chick-fil-A. Is Chick-fil-A closed on Sundays? What's going on there? Yeah, it starts really uninspiring, but it gets a lot better throughout the song. 188, Okay. This is his new song with Don Toliver, and I'll be honest, it's really overrated. Like, it's okay, but it feels like a demo. 187, Mission Control. And look, it's very nice, it's very lovely lyricism, but it's nothing to write home about. 186, Keep the Flowers. And boy, if this was mixed properly, then I would love it. But it's not, and it's 185, Highs and Lows. This is another case of potential lost. But at least it's not his fault this time. He couldn't clear an amazing sample, and the new sample is okay. 184. Stop letting your daughter speak Japanese on your song! The second half is really good though. 183. Damn. And you'll overhate this song so much. I love the hook. The only problem is it's only hook. 182. Back to Me. I just don't even have words for this. The best verse of 2024 by Freddie Gibbs. And then Ye decides to ruin it by saying, just don't fall out the sky, you know? 181. I Thought About Unaliving You. I used to love this song so much, and especially the ending with the drums is great. Honestly, I don't like the beat nearly as much as I used to, and the lyrics are interesting, but, you know, also a little bit strange. 180. All day. I could spend all day talking about how this is yet another moment of wasted potential. The beginning is so good. And it gets worse, and it gets worse, and it gets worse. 179. Problematic. This beat, fantastic. Ty Dolla $ign, fine. What the hell is wrong with you, Ye? When I was 15, my soulmate wasn't born yet. I'm not racist. It's just a preference. 178. Time moving slow. Ty Dolla $ign is carrying so much he needs back surgery. The original beat. Why did we delete the original beat? It was a great original beat. 177. Bad News. And look, it's okay. I understand its purpose in 808, but it's 2/3 of just a repeating drum loop with some strings. The live version at the Hollywood Bowl, however, is an entirely different story. 176. This is a badass song. I remember when they were performing it live and all of a sudden Travis Scott's verse comes on and I'm like, oh my god! 175. See You in My Nightmares. And I definitely will, Lil Wayne, because you are one of the worst rappers I've ever heard. 174. Security. I love the lyrics of this song. I actually really like the beat, but it does get quite jarring, quite grating at times. 173. do it. Amazing beat. It is just shocking how bad the lyricism is. In fact, I'm not even going to show the lyrics on this video. You can search it yourself. 172, Blood on the Leaves. How do people glaze this one as much as they do, bro? It's jarring. The horns are annoying as hell. It's way too long. It's a great sample, but it's underused. And Ye's just not even trying vocally compared to the other Yeezus songs. Yeah, no, this is the worst song on Yeezus. 171. Easy. I really like this sample. I like how interactive it is. I think the game was alright. In fact, I think Ye was a hell of a lot worse on his verse. 170. City of Gods. I don't mind Fivio Forain. I quite like Alicia Keys. And Ye is actually trying for once. 169. Send It Up. Look, we're at the point now where these songs are definitely not bad. Not entirely sure why King Julian has a feature. 168. Heartless. It is definitely Kanye's most overrated song of all time. 167. Hurricane. And believe it or not, this is the song that made me fall in love with Ye. The production is phenomenal. The more you listen to it, the more you realize there's nothing really there. 166. Like a lot of Donda, this is a great, fun anthem, but it's nothing crazy. 165. Amazing. Doesn't feel particularly groundbreaking or like it's really doing all that much. 164. Remote Control. I love the chorus so much. This is definitely not a skip. 163. Promotion. Promotion is actually a great song that was kind of just a bit badly produced by the end. 162. Late. But the song starts really well. I really like the sample at the start. I'm assuming German man goes but the rest of the song, it's like, why did you sample that bit? It had a lot of potential and then it just kind of goes the wrong way. 161. Never abandon your family. Honestly, I love how lyrically honest Ye is being here. It's an incredibly sad song. The beat leaves something to be desired, but at least it's passionate and it's meaningful. 160. Christmas in Harlem. I had such low expectations when I listened to this for the first time. It's almost good. And come around next Christmas, I'll probably listen to it once. 159. The One. This song would be so much lower if it wasn't for all of the features doing their absolute best. 158. Cold. This one's just Ye and DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled does nothing, so it's just Ye. 157. Vultures. I remember so well when this song came out. We were like, oh my days, Ye is washed. But it grew on me a lot. I love that second half with Ty Dolla $ign over that amazing orchestral sample. Hello everyone, feature from the future here. Completely forgot about recording this one first time around. I love the chorus of this song. The melody's great and super catchy, but it's only chorus. 155. Love Lockdown. A very fundamental song again for 808s. It does feel maybe a little empty, like there's not all that much happening. 154. Selah. I think this is really the turning point where we're going from debatably good songs to absolutely good songs. 153. I Can't Wait with Lauryn Hill. And I'm not putting this one higher because, again, you are glazing an okay chorus that she didn't even write. 152. Get 'em High. Really nice beat. I like it a lot. Doesn't need to be 5 minutes though. 151. New Again. I love the way this song starts. I love this beat. Everything about this song is great, but I think something has to be said for the fact that I've just never really come back to it. King. This time, Bully. It's a great beat, albeit a bit simplistic, maybe a bit rushed. This is a comeback song that feels good. 149. Beauty and the Beast. I think it's fantastic. I don't like the fact that there's not even a single verse though. 148. FML. It's a great beat and an amazing ending, but before that beat switch, it starts to get really boring really fast. 147. River. A great ending and a very decent Young Thug verse, which I'm sorry is a lot more rare than some of you want to admit. 146. Junior. I love this song. It's so good to sing along to. It's just other Kanye songs have more going for them. 145. Wash Us in the Blood. This feels like a more kind of like typical trap song, not something you would necessarily expect from Ye. If I was doing something and wanted background music, I'd be very happy with this. 144. This a must. It is new Kanye's best rapping that I've ever heard. 143. use this gospel. And one of the reasons I'm not rating it higher is because it could have been so much better. If you are a Ye fan, you will know about Law of Attraction. Look what they did to my boy. 142 stars. And it is really good. It's, again, not as crazy intricate as some of his better songs, but for that era, 141, Pablo. And this is such a good beat. Oh my gosh. But of course they had to ruin it with the worst mixing of Ye's career when it comes to Future's verse. 140, Famous. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna make a dig at Rihanna again. She ruins the song. 139. Crack music. It's alright, don't love the feature. 138. Even though I listened to Donda so much, this was definitely one of the songs I didn't listen to. 137. Ye versus the People. I love the concept of this song. The symbolism of that hat that he was wearing was deeply disturbing. Most people would have just been like, stop talking to me about it, I'm right, you're wrong. But hey, at least he had a song where he had a conversation about it. 136. All Mine. Considering the rest of this album is so deep, so personal, this one felt a little bit out of place. 135. Follow God. An amazing beat, and I think everyone was just really ready for a Kanye soul sample, which is why maybe people have overrated it. 134. Father. I love the main melody, even though it is very simplistic. The actual Kanye verse is definitely bringing it down. 133. 2 words. Great beat. Amazing beat even. But why are we going for so long? That's one of the big problems with the College Dropout, is he doesn't know when to stop the song. 132. Part 2. It's really nice, and I love like the panda, 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 panda. Don't know why he's saying panda. 131. Off the Grids. And this one overstays its welcome because it's really good for the first few minutes. It's just too long. 130. New God Flow. It's good, but it's not, the level to which people are saying it is. 129. Never Let Me Down. Look, it's a great song, great beat, but Jay-Z's vocals are mixed weirdly, and it's just too long. 128. Broken Roads. I don't know if I've mentioned this already, but I love Don Toliver. Why did Ye have to ruin it with that awful verse? 127. Nah, nah, nah. I love the beat. I love the idea. Yeah, it's a bit weird, but it's good. It's underrated. It's a good Kanye song. 126. Barry Bonds. Lil Wayne and Kanye don't mix well. This is one of the worst tracks on Graduation. 125. Hands On. This is one of my favorite songs off Jesus is King. Definitely my favorite beat. 124. Jail. Honestly, that's one of the most copy and paste beats I've ever heard. It's just that everything from the Jay-Z verse to the Kanye verse is perfect. 123. Burn. A genuinely strong Kanye track on Vultures 1. Very solid verse from Ye. It was just way too short. 122. Guilt Trip. My problem with Guilt Trip is that as amazingly as it ends with that genius Kid Cudi verse, the rest of it, the large majority of it, is almost boring. 121. To the World. The chorus is very catchy and well made. It's fun, definitely 2010s cringy, but hey, we need that sometimes. 120. This one here. I'm so happy Ye decided to fix this one. Miraculously, after deciding to record it for real, all of a sudden, it sounds pretty great. 119. Praise God. Honestly, the more I listen to it, the more I don't like Baby Keem's verse on this one. But it's a great song, an amazing intro. It's just not quite as life-changing as some of the top picks. 118. Fire. And honestly, if anyone's singing was actually addictive, it would be Kid Cudi's. 117. Real Friends. Great song. Doesn't do a whole lot, kinda just remains the same for the entire time. 116. Yikes. I used to hate this one. I was wrong. It's a great beat, and I think it takes a little bit of time to appreciate that. 115. Murder to Excellence. This is actually one of the ones that I struggled the most to place. It's a great song with a great meaning and a great instrumental. Something about the chorus just doesn't fully sit with me. 114. Highlights. I don't love all of the beats on this one, but I absolutely adore some of the others. 130, Who Gon' Stop Me? It's a great beat, very energetic. 112, Fade. Yes, click that dislike button. Now, it's still great, and the start is phenomenal. As much of a Post Malone fan as I've been in the past, he ruins this song. It just doesn't fit the vibe. 111, an incredible feature by X, an incredibly deep lyricism by Ye. 110, All the Love. A great sample, great beat, great hook. I just wish there was a verse in there somewhere. 109, Feedback. Amazing beat. I love it. Lyricism is fine. 108, School Spirit. Great beat, fantastic gospel elements. I'm just greedy. I want more, and I know Ye can give that to me. 107, Diamonds from Sierra Leone. Not the Jay-Z version, the Kanye only version. The reason I say that is because it feels like with one person, it just goes on for too long, and his vocals aren't very well mixed, weirdly. Stay tuned to see where Jay-Z's version ends up. 106, No Mistakes. You know how I said Kid Cudi's voice is addictive? Charlie Wilson is on a whole other level. 105, Jesus Walks. I actually don't really like this song, don't listen to it all that much, but I do have to admit, it's an absolute banger of a beat. 104, Bully. CeeLo Green. I mean, come on, man. I love his verse. I love Kanye's verse. 103, Made in America. I love everything about that Frank Ocean chorus. 102, Beg Forgiveness. Listening to these on proper speakers or headphones, you can have a real appreciation for Ty Dolla $ign's vocals in that second half. 101, Blame Game. And this is the only song on the list which is not getting its score from the music. That's because the music is forgettable, almost bad. But that Chris Rock ending, that skit, whatever you call it, it's a masterpiece. I love it. 100, I'm In It. Now this is almost the opposite of so many of the beats I've been talking about. I love the layers, but I don't necessarily love the core. And now we are down to the double digits. Let's go. 99, Every Hour. What a performance from the Sunday service choir. 98, Homecoming. Chris Martin, fantastic hook, but honestly, it's too poppy for me. 97, Father, Stretch My Hands, Part 1. Yes, we all agree that the first 30 seconds is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece, but it gets progressively worse from there. The lyrics are awful, and it just gets a little bit boring, and it's also too short. 96, Hold My Liquor. When I tell you, like, I dropped to my knees when I first heard this, because I thought it was Juice WRLD. It's an interesting hook, but definitely brings the whole song down for me. 95, That's My Female Dog. Amazing beat. I love how energetic, crazy it is, but it's so badly mixed. 94, All the Lights. Well, considering they assembled the actual Avengers of music, it's gotta be good. I'm just gonna read the list here. Kanye, Rihanna, Kid Cudi, Fergie, Alicia Keys, John Legend, The Dream, Drake, Elton John, Ryan Leslie, Charlie Wilson, Tony Williams, Ellie Jackson, Alvin Fields, and Ken Lewis. I don't know who Ken Lewis is. Apparently that's the former CEO of Bank of America. Oh no, sorry, it's an American record producer. 93, My Way Home. This one is a difficult pick because on the one hand, it's phenomenal. An amazing common verse. On the other hand, the large majority of it is literally just stealing a sample and pitching it down. 92, Welcome to the Jungle. The chemistry between Kanye and Jay-Z works so well. 91, RoboCop. I love the idea of the robot sounds. I don't know how convinced I am with the whole orchestra instrumental, but the percussion is amazing. 90, Waves. Amazing chorus. I don't know how in love I am with the rest of the song. 89, Slow Jams. Again, I love it, but I think Twister's bit actually ruins it a bit for me. But Jamie Foxx, Kanye, the hook, yeah, it's classic Kanye, and it sounds great. 88, Punch Drunk. Fantastic sample, perfectly solid lyrics, and honestly, just a lot of energy. 87, Sisters and Brothers. Amazing beats, amazing sample. God, I love how he just manages to merge those two together. 86, Wouldn't Leave. I mean, just overall, beautiful singing, beautiful message. 85, Bring Me Down. It's just one of the weaker ones on this project. 84, 30 hours. This is definitely one of Ye's most underrated songs. It's also one of his songs I listen to the most. The only thing I can take away from it is that I think the whole ad-lib riffing off bit is a bit too long. 83, the new workout plan. No doubt the beat is genius on multiple levels. It's just so silly that it's just kind of gotten a bit worse to me over the years. 82, celebration. Look, I mean, the beat isn't a masterpiece and the chorus is a little bit stupid, but it's a fantastic song. 81, whatever works. Sample, lyrics, it's got the whole package. 80, hell of a life. Such an underrated song. It's not particularly grand or luxury like the rest of that album, but if you isolate it from its context, delete that disturbing last 30 seconds, you're gonna realize what a genius beat it is. All right, 79. Good Morning. This is a legendary drum pattern and a fantastic chorus. I will be honest though, every time I listen to Graduation, I like this one a little bit less. The ending is by far the best part. 78. I Am a God. I'll be honest, if I'm alone at night, I'm not listening to this one. I get too scared. And yes, the lyrics are unbelievably stupid and borderline blasphemous. Still, it's a great song. 77, Too Easy. Listening to Donda 2, you're not expecting to hear anything great. I remember exactly where I was. I was in Ireland when I first listened to this song, and it damn near blew my socks off. 76, Lift Off. Actually, a very underrated Watch the Throne track. I personally really don't like Beyonce, but this is definitely an exception to that rule. 75, So Appalled. Why do more people not talk about this song? It's an amazing futuristic song, which I genuinely think inspired a whole generation of rappers. 74, Keep My Spirit Alive. This is the most underrated song on Donda, and the juxtaposition between Ye and Westside Gun is perfect. 73, Through the Wire. This is overrated. An amazing sample, yes, but I think people fall in love with the backstory more than the actual song. 72, Good Night. In my opinion, it sounds so much like Frank Ocean, which is crazy considering it came out like at least 5 years before he was even a thing. 71, Moon. An amazing Don Toliver verse and an amazing Kid Cudi verse. Despite the fact that they generally serve the same purpose on a song, they actually work really well together. 70, Welcome to Heartbreak. Super catchy, super strong. In my opinion, it's everything Heartless wants to be. 69, Why I Love You. A great song, super energetic, and even though I don't go back to listen to it, I do respect the vibe. 68, Fine Gentleman in Paris. Talk about a banger. Lyrics, so stupid, and I wouldn't want it any other way. 67, Fourth Dimension. We're really in the point now where all of these songs are amazing. I basically have no flaws except for those really weird goblins that come halfway through. 66, Clique. Amazing Jay-Z verse and a honestly really annoying but slightly less annoying than usual Big Sean verse. 65, On Sight. Talk about a beat from the year 3000. Maybe nowadays you might listen to it and think, okay, well it kind of just sounds a bit like Playboy Carti. 64, No Child Left Behind. Someone once described it almost as like the credits of Donda, especially the bit where he keeps repeating, he's done miracles on me. 63, Cudi Montage. This is a classic case of a song that starts kinda weak and gets better and better throughout. 62, Family Business. An amazing track, which, by the way, gave way to 90210, which we all know is Travis Scott's best song. Comment down below if I should rank every Travis Scott song. 61, Gotta Have It. What a sample. To get that vocalization, if you will, and make it an amazing banger with Jay-Z is exactly why we refer to Ye as a genius. 60, Feel the Love. And look, there are some things going for this song. Pusha T, Kid Cudi. 59, Reborn. A fantastic, albeit too short, verse from Kanye, and just the greatest hook from Kid Cudi. 58, God Breathed. A very overlooked track on Donda, and that choir ending, being like 3 minutes long, is 10 out of 10. In fact, the only flaw about it is that why didn't you get some actual singers to sing it? 57, Kids See Ghosts. This is one hell of a beat. Absolutely experimental hip-hop. Yasin Bey, is that how you say his name? Has a generational feature on this one. 56, Hey Mama. Not only is it the cutest story ever, but each time you listen to it, it gets a little bit more catchy. 55, Good Life. T-Pain, man, what a voice. 54, Streetlights. This is a case of constantly repeating a chorus that I can get behind. Very contemplative, and if I had a car, I definitely would do a late night drive just to listen to this one. 53, We Can Make It Better. A really catchy chorus, and I love it when Kanye sings like this. 52, Illest Person Alive. The culmination of the Watch the Throne sound. It's so luxurious, it's cinematic, it's badass. 51, No Church in the Wild. And how can we talk about Watch the Throne without talking about this one? What a hook from Frank Ocean. I mean, honestly, it just makes the whole song for me. 50, Ultralight Beam. And talking about amazing features, Chance the Rapper. I've met Kanye West, I'm never gonna fail. And then he promptly failed. 49, Mercy. It's so of that era that I have to give it points. It's very ASAP Rocky. I can't really tell if ASAP Rocky got the inspiration from Kanye or if Kanye got the inspiration from ASAP Rocky. Let me know in the comments. 48, Addiction. Firstly, this sample's one of my favorite songs of all time. Secondly, the lyrics are incredibly pertinent even to this day. 47, Big Brother. This is another one of those overlooked graduation tracks I've been talking about. What an amazing hook. I love that he's talking about Jay-Z. He's kind of taking jabs at him, but he's also respecting him. 46, Drive Slow. And there's someone who's going to be watching this video who's going to be very angry at me for saying this. But what can I say? It's an amazing sample, but the sample's doing all the work. 45, Diamonds from Sierra Leone with Jay-Z. A whole lot better than the other version. Jay-Z, I mean, maybe his best verse in his career. 44, Pure Soul. I love this so much. And no offense to the woman singing at the end, I kind of wish she just didn't, and that we just had more Roddy Ricch, because he was going off, man. 43, 24. It's so emotional to me. It's so beautiful. I absolutely love the ending. 41, Ham. This is the most two-faced song on the list, because the start, in my opinion, is borderline terrible, but the chorus and the ending is just so phenomenal that it shoots it up all the way to 42. 41, Dark Fantasy. What a chorus. The only problem is they do kind of just end up spamming the hell out of it. 40, Can't Tell Me Nothing. Every time I listen to this one, it gets better and better. The fact that this is in 40th shows how amazing the other Kanye songs are. 39, I Feel Free. From Kid Cudi giving a generational performance to Ty Dolla $ign somehow topping that. Woo! 38, Spaceship. One of my favorite samples that Kanye's ever done. The singing in this one is fantastic. 37, New Slaves. The lyrics, the beat, apparently Travis Scott produced this one. I mean, the ending should have been a song on its own. Genuinely, that is one of the greatest losses that Kanye fans have ever experienced. 36, Touch the Sky. This is how you make a victory lap song. From sample to lyrics to Lupe fiasco. 35, Say You Will. If you released the Hollywood Bowl live version, this would be top 10, maybe top 5, yay. 34, New Day. And you would think sampling Nina Simone would almost be a death sentence, because how can you improve on that? And the answer is you can't, but hey, they pull it off well. 33, Jesus Lord. I mean, storytelling to the max. This is like Kendrick level lyricism. And that ending with Larry Hoover Jr. is just incredibly emotional. 32, The Glory. Yeah, I mean, this is like typical graduation. Phenomenal beat, phenomenal lyrics. It just comes effortlessly to this era of Kanye. 31, Gorgeous. The guitar track, the very unique vocal production, and that Mike Dean guitar play make it a top level Kanye song. 30, Champion. What a sample. The way it goes, did you realize that you were a champion in their eyes?
Yes, I did. So I picked it up and brought it back to the crib.
29, Stronger. It never gets boring because it's constantly evolving. 28, Monster. And look, Kanye is trying his best, Rick Ross is trying his best, and Nicki Minaj did the greatest rap feature of all time. Mate, this would be so much higher if it wasn't for Jay-Z. 27, I Wonder. From the way Kanye is rapping, to that amazing culmination of the song, to the strings just doing like the boom, boom. Me as a producer, this has fundamentally changed the way I approach song making. 26, Gold Digger. A lot of people say this is overrated. No! From Jamie Foxx to that Ray Charles sample, and then that little bit at the end, you know, where they added like the 25. Paranoid. From Mr. Hudson just singing his ass off to an incredible hook. I've never really heard a Kanye before or after this sound like it at all. 24. Slide. Before we received the incredibly disappointing Vultures 2, we got Slide. And when I listened to this one, my brain almost exploded. Post Donda, this is far and away his best song he has ever made. 23. Everything I Am. I love the lyric, everything I'm not made me everything I am. It's so poetic, and it's that opening song to the second half of Graduation, which is a lot more somber and thought-provoking. 22, Black Skinhead. Let's face the facts, the drum track alone changed rap. On top of that, that vocal, apart from it sounding like a fat French man that you're trying to wake up. Does anyone else hear that, or is it just me? 21. Life of the Party. Andre 3K. What a verse, right? But the fact it's his highest rated song on AOT, I mean, that's insane. Kanye's verse is just realistically not good enough. 20. Saint Pablo. The beat is experimental in the way that all of the Life of Pablo is, but this one feels like it gets it the most right. And yeah, Sampha has one of the most iconic hooks in rap history. 19. We Major. It is so grand and a top tier Nas feature. 18. Otis. Now my dad says, and I quote, it's sacrilegious to sample Otis Redding, but what a sample it is. 17. Lost in the World. Not enough people give Bon Iver the credit he is due. 16. Heard 'em say. Adam Levine's vocals are amazing on this one. If you listen to the lyrics, you'll notice they are fantastic too. 15. It starts great, but by the end, with the orchestra, in my eyes, this is everything Late Registration is. 14. Bound 2. Name a more iconic Ye song, especially the music video version. 13. Believe What I Say. And believe what I say when I tell you this is phenomenal. Just everything from the Lauryn Hill sample to that random Jamaican dude at the end. 12. Devil in a New Dress. Well, I don't even need to explain this one. Rick Ross's feature is like taking psychedelics. I mean, it just brings you to a whole new dimension. 11. All Falls Down. What a beat. When we talk about the best rap beats in history, I hope that that is in your top 10 list. 10. Violent Crimes. It is the perfect end to the most underrated Kanye album. It's insightful. It's Kanye talking about becoming a dad. 9. Last Call. It's so special having him basically just tell us his story, from being a random producer in Chicago to becoming one of the most important musicians in history. 8. No More Parties in LA. The best rapping of Kanye's career. He is non-stop. I've always thought his rapping is secondary. Well, not here. 7. We Don't Care. It's the opening song to The College Dropout, and it could not be more perfect. The passion just drips off every word. 6. Roses. It's incredibly powerful. And is it just me, or does the vocalist at the end kinda sound like Michael Jackson? 5. Runaway. Something about the hook just kinda holds it back for me, but everything else is a 10 out of 10, obviously. Pusha T cements himself as a rap legend, and that outro with the auto-tune distorted vocals has since become so typically Kanye, but at the time, it was revolutionary. 4. Flashing Lights. I think I've used literally every synonym of amazing at this point. I mean, my dad is the day one rap hater, and even he loves this one. 3. Ghost Town. Everything about this song is phenomenal, but it's the lyrics that do it for me. 070 Shake saying the now iconic, and nothing hurts anymore, I feel kind of free. Number 2. Power. This evolves past beats. It's a whole whoa. I mean, from the synthesizers to Mike Dean miking my Dean, it's said it took them 5,000 man hours to make this song, which leaves one more song, Come to Life. Now listen, this song is like a sine wave. It starts so calm, so innocent, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it goes back down again. To those of you who haven't seen the listening party, where he literally walks out of a replica of his childhood home on fire to this song, And it's not corny because the song is just that good. Honestly, we're never gonna get anyone else like him. I've worked for weeks on this video, so please just subscribe. Who do you want me to rank next? Oh, I'm finally done.